Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all well, and welcome to the first episode of Let's Talk Football. Today I'm just going to explain to you really what Let's Talk Football episodes are about. It's something different on the channel. Don't worry, the FIFA content will still be there. Um, it's just going to run alongside with it, just so it can mix and match really. Something a bit different, um, and I hope you guys will enjoy it really. So what it is really is it's about football in life, in general. So what's going on in the Premier League, what's going on in other leagues, Serie A, La Liga, Liga 1. We're just going to evaluate what's going on really. And this episode is about the Premier League and the return of the Premier League. It was meant to be released yesterday. I did release a video, but for some reason the video didn't upload correctly. So I do apologise. So unfortunately it wasn't uploaded yesterday, so I'm doing one today. Um, so we're just going to talk about the Premier League and about the table, about teams doing well, doing not so well, players that I think have done well so far and could do well for the remainder of the season, and also explain to you what you can expect in the next few episodes. So I'll try and upload these once, twice a month, depending on what's going on in the world of football. So such as when the World Cup's on, the Euros is on, January transfer windows open, start of a new season, Champions League final, Europa League final. Those times of big events, that's when a new upload will be shown to you guys really. And if not, and it's not a regular content for a month or two away till I don't know the Champions League, I won't leave it as long. I will do an upload before then just to keep you guys updated on what's going on and just so it doesn't fade out, if you know what I mean. But what I'm going to try and do is upload once or twice a month of Let's Talk Football, and and we can then discuss what's going on in the world of football really. But today we're going to discuss the Premier League and how glad we're back. The football's back in England. It's nice to see a bit of normality back to our lives. Well, I know we've all been missing football, and it's good to see us back on TV. I know we've had the German League and Serie A back, but it's not the same, is it? It's not the same as the Premier League, so it's good to see the Premier League back in England, and obviously the Championship starting up in I think it's next week as well. So that's good to see as well. Um, but yeah, we're just going to talk about the Premier League today. Um, Players that I think are doing quite well, and then in what I'll do in 6 weeks' time is evaluate the table again when it's coming towards the end of the season. You hear my predictions today of who I think will go down, who will stay up, top five positions and whatnot, and then we're going to have a look in 5 to 6 weeks' time to see if I was correct, and also you guys can comment below and see what you think as well. But yeah, it's something a little bit different. I'm sorry there's no FIFA content today. There will be in the next couple of days, don't worry. That will still be running as well. It's just this is just going to run alongside it, just to keep the channel fresh and keep you guys a little bit entertained in different videos. That's all. Um, but yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna minimise the webcam and bring up the league table, and we'll have a bit of a discussion. So you should see me now at the top of the screen. Okay, so just bring up the table just so we can have a look to see what's going on at this moment in time. This is a table before yesterday's games, which were the Villa and Sheffield United and the Arsenal and Manchester City. Well done to Manchester City, absolutely. Well, did they dominate? They did in the second half. I'd say first half Arsenal. I thought Arsenal did really well until David Luiz come on. Unfortunately, he didn't have a very good game, did he? But people I've seen on Twitter and social media, people slating him. But how good of a professional centre back has he been the last 5 6 years? Playing for PSG, Chelsea, won Champions Leagues, won the titles. Everyone makes mistakes, and last night he made a couple, and just wasn't his night, unfortunately. But it cost him the game. Um, Unfortunately for Arsenal, I don't see them doing too well for the remainder of the season. But I'll discuss that in a second where I think where they're finished. But yeah, well done to City, and then obviously the Sheffield United were very unlucky against Villa yesterday with the goal line clearance or the goal line scramble, which was actually a goal. For somehow, I don't know what went on there. I don't know why the ref didn't get a notification to say that it's gone over the line, but never mind. It's over. So it's a draw. It's 2 points drop for Sheffield United, but again, I'll talk about them in the league in a minute. But I think they're a team that are doing very, very well this season and probably overachieving, which is fair play to them. So, but let's crack on. Let's crack into the table, and then we'll discuss teams of what I think's doing well and who needs to improve and the relegation battle and whatnot. Okay, so as you can see, Liverpool and City at the top. So Liverpool are going to be the runaway leaders. Before I go into that, I didn't comment or I didn't mention in the previous videos of what team I do support. I actually support 5th place, so Manchester United. I know we're not doing so well at the moment, but we'll be back. I'm sure of it. I know the glory days in the late 90s and early 20s. Obviously, that's where we were at our best, but we'll be back, I'm sure. And it's horrible to see Liverpool and Man City doing well, as obviously they are United's arch rivals. But if you're a football fan and you're very knowledgeable of football, you would accept that and say fair play, because this season Liverpool are the runaway leaders, and they deserve it? Of course they do. It hurts as a United fan to excuse me. It hurts as a United fan to see teams that are arch rivals up that high, but do they deserve it? Of course they do. I don't want Liverpool to win the league because I'm a United fan, but they're going to win it this season. So, but fair play to them, they fully deserve it. They've been the best team in the league, probably one of the best teams the league has had for many years, up there with the Arsenal Invincibles, up there with the likes of the United side, up there with the Chelsea side that done really well under Mourinho and whatnot. So fair play to them. Man City, another great team under Pep. The football they play is just unbelievable. Obviously Pep's a fantastic manager. He's done it in every league so far. Are they underachieved this season? I think they have. They lost 7 games this season. That's not like City. That's not a Pep Guardiola side. Normally a 3 to 4 loss a season is them. So they've lost too many games this season, which has caused them to be too far away from Liverpool. Sorry. But yeah, unfortunately this season they're not going to win the title. Champions League they potentially could win, but I think there's a few teams stronger in that competition. But I'll discuss that in our Champions League episode. So going to 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So Leicester, Chelsea, Manchester United. Leicester, I think, will remain in the top 4. They've done very well this season. Brendan Rodgers, another great manager. I don't think he gets as much acknowledgement as he should. I know he's unlucky with Liverpool. Sorry, Liverpool fans. But no, he's a very good manager, and he's done really well with Leicester. So fair play to him. I think 4th and 5th, that's going to be up for battle. I think all the way to Arsenal. Well, I don't know about Arsenal now. Maybe to Tottenham, 8th to 4th is going to be rotation all from now to the end of the season. I think United potentially. I think it's between United and Chelsea that will get 4th or 5th, and then I think Tottenham will go up to potentially 6th, and I think Wolves and Southampton will battle 7th and 8th. I think they'll drop points this season, where I think Tottenham will gain points, but they're very inconsistent, so they won't get to 5th, if you know what I mean. And I think Arsenal may push a little bit higher, but I don't think they'll get to 4th or 5th position. So looking at 10th, 11th, 12th now, Burnley, Palace and Everton. Everton, I'm quite shocked with them really. I thought there would be a team a little bit higher. I know they've got a great coach in Ancelotti, and this is his first season at Everton, and it's all new players and new faces, but it's a big challenge for him. He's managed obviously Real Madrid, AC Milan, Chelsea, Bayern Munich I believe as well, won titles all around the world. So this is a challenge that he's probably a little bit different, obviously player wise, quality wise, the budget wise, fan base wise. I know Everton's a big club, but they're not as big as Bayern Munich or Real Madrid, you know, so it's a bit of a challenge for him. But I think next season, after another transfer window, get a few players, and I could see them pushing towards 7th, 8th, maybe pushing that Europa League spot. I think that's their goal, isn't it? You know, they should really be pushing for a Champions League spot, but I don't think that squad's quite there yet. But a couple seasons they will be. Palace and Burnley, they're always in the mid-table, aren't they? They always get that magical 40 points mark. But two great managers in Hodgson and Dice. I know they don't really play attractive football, but they get the points. Then every season, generally they get that 40-point mark. Burnley, to be fair, have done quite well last season and getting into Europe, didn't they? So, but those two teams are solid. They're Premier League level. They're not Championship level teams, are they? Really? So yeah, well done to them. So down to 13th, 14th, and 15th. So Newcastle, Southampton, and Brighton. I think all them will survive. I know Southampton struggled early on in the season, but they've gained some good form and got themselves out. So well done to them. They're a good team. They've got very good youth system. The manager, to be fair, I don't really know too much about him. I thought they would have brought someone more of a well-known striker, a well-known manager in, but they haven't. They've stuck with him. I thought he was going to get sacked, but they didn't. They stuck with him, and he's got them through the end of it. And hopefully they'll survive. They need another 6 points to get the magical 40 again. But no, they've done really well. They've turned it around. Newcastle, surprised at how low they are. I thought they would get a little bit higher, but it'd be interesting to see if this takeover happens as well. Because if that does, they've got a very good fan base. Obviously, a lot of money if it does come in. A great stadium. That's just fit for a magical story, isn't it? You know, a bit like City without the fan base. Sorry, City fans. But no, I think if that takeover happens, that'd be a popular team to go to because the fan base there is unbelievable and the stadium's unbelievable, and the history that Newcastle Wales as well is something to make of. So that would be interesting. So going down to 16th to 20th now, and I think this is a relegation battle between these 5 teams. West Ham is 16th. I think they've massively underachieved this season. Moisey, you can tell, is struggling. They're a massive club. They've got a massive budget. They've got a brand new stadium, and they're 16th with only 27 points out of 29 games. So I think if Moisey, I'll be surprised if Moisey's there next season, if I'm honest. But who knows? It's football. But he needs to get some serious points on the board because that team is nowhere near 16th position team, is it really? If you're honest, it should be at least between 12th and 8th, fighting for that mid-table pushing for Europe, a bit like Everton. But they've really underachieved. Watford again, I think they struggled at the start, but they've gained some form. So well done to them. I know it's not over yet, but they've gained some form and they're up into 17th. And then the bottom 3, I think Norwich, their squad depth's not good enough, and I don't think financially they're strong enough in the Premier League. So I see them going down. Villa and Bournemouth, 2 great teams, two teams that play really well, good football. Unfortunately, I think Villa will go down. I don't see them getting enough points, and they haven't got enough goals in them for me. As you can see, they've scored 34. They scored the most out of the 3 at the bottom, but I think without Grealish, if there's anything happened to him, wow, they would be in big trouble. So I don't see them getting out of it, unfortunately. And then Bournemouth and Watford. For me, I think Bournemouth will get out, and I think Watford will drop back in. I think Eddie Howe's had some time to reflect with the coronavirus pandemic. He's had time off. He's going to reevaluate his squad, and hopefully, because I do like him, I like the way he plays football. It's very attractive, and I think they'll get out. I think they'll just scrape 17th, and then Watford will then drop back into 18th. But who knows? Like I said, that's my prediction on the league at this moment in time. We will in 5 to 6 weeks' time have another Premier League video, end of season 1, just before the season ends, and we'll see where the league table is from there, and then we can evaluate what I've predicted and see how close I was, and also you guys as well. You guys, please comment, see what you think. Do you agree? Do you not? What team do you think will go down? Who will stay up? That top 4 position, the Europa League positions. I know the league's over with Liverpool, but but yeah, it's be very interesting end of the season. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. I know it's a little bit different today. Hopefully you enjoy. I'm sorry it didn't come out yesterday. Like I said, I had problems with YouTube upload, so it's out today, a little bit late. But hope you enjoy. Thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video with AC Milan, hopefully in the next couple of days. Cheers, guys.